So Scott, finally off the mark, 3-0 win here at Weston-super-Mare. How relieved are you after that one?
Yeah, really relieved. Weston are a really good side, there's no doubt about it. You don't win 3 games in a row at the beginning of the season for no reason. We know they're a good side and they play football what people deem to be the right way. We've not been together long enough to be able to play that system, but they do it really effectively and do it really well. So we completely went against our values and our beliefs. And I said to the lads, listen, when we win the ball back, I want you to play forward quickly, 1 or 2 touch, put balls down the sides of them. And you can see from probably the second and third, obviously George's goal where he's running down the sides, and then Nathan winning the penalty for the third. We probably haven't played those types of balls in the first few games. Went a little bit more direct, went a bit gung-ho, went with 3 strikers just to try and pin them back. And we knew that at times it might be 7v7 when we're defending, but I believe in the lads that we've got. And we thought we'd be really brave and leave 3 on the halfway line for as much as we can. We did it, and today it's paid off. It doesn't happen every week, of course it doesn't, but the lads carried out the game plan to perfection. And I always hear these game plan things, and sometimes I laugh and I think game plan, it's just having a little bit of nous in terms of how you might be able to hurt teams. And from what I'd heard about Weston, you might get chances when you win the ball back, and that seemed to be right today. Yeah, I'm delighted. They're a really good side, and to come here, no one expected us to get anything, and that's absolutely fine. But the lads deserve all the credit.
A first win is also added to by a first clean sheet as well. I'm sure the elephant in the room is, of course, a player making his second debut, Temi Aweka. How much did he help this afternoon to that cause?
Yeah, listen, I know there's been a lot of unrest with our defensive performance, but today we made no mistakes. We weren't soft. I told the lads at the back, don't pass to each other, just get the ball out of the danger zone, and they did it perfectly. But the mistakes we've made has been the problem. I don't feel like we've been out of sight in any game apart from the last 15 minutes against Worthing. Weston had as much of the ball today as Worthing did against us, but it's what we did with it when we won it back, and how we could hurt them, and that's what made a difference. I think defensively, Hubert made some really good saves. Temi and Dan obviously played together before, and then you look at Josh and Tyrese, I thought they were excellent, the 4 of them. So yeah, we knew that there was maybe an option to get Temi back or a chance. And I didn't want to bring someone else in and then miss out on Temi in a few weeks' time, because he was the one that I wanted. Delighted that he's come back. The board have backed us to get him in, which is great. He'll make a massive difference for us. I love him as a person and as a player. The staff love him, and the players that played with him last season love him. And I'm sure the ones that played with him today will see the value that he brings to the team. So yeah, really delighted to have him back. And I thought Dan as well. He did what we want Dan Bayliss to do. He won every header in the box when it came in. He won his headers when they were coming direct from goal kicks. He cleared his lines brilliantly. It's just the little differences that things make. So overall, really good day.
Another big positive as well is obviously seeing George Alexander, we think has scored a hat-trick. Vanarama themselves have tweeted that he scored a first-half hat-trick, so we'll accept that. Did you see the positives in, again, him scoring yet another hat-trick for us? Yeah,
of course. George is George, and if George doesn't score goals, he's still effective because he works so hard. I've looked at his running stats before, and what he brings to the team is infectious, that he'll start running and people behind him follow. But I think the finishes for the first goal, I think he said he got a little touch on it and then it's come off the defender and gone in. So I hope he gets given it. The second one, obviously a great finish, and then the third one, he took his penalty really, really well. But for George to come in and get a hat-trick shows why we brought him in. And that's what you want when you bring signings in. You want them to make a difference, and I think that Temi and George today for sure have come in and given us a real edge, I guess, in both boxes. So yeah, overall it's been massive for us to get them over the line, especially Temi on a permanent as well. So he's our player now, and I'll make sure that no one gets anywhere near him.
And maybe a slight negative on the final whistle is we saw you come off. It looked like you were holding the back of your leg, maybe a hamstring injury. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm absolutely fine. I'd been booked, so I had to be careful, and I went for a run. I think we're going to be all right. It's just avoiding us. I went for a run into the box, and I knew I'd been booked. So I thought to myself, do you know what? I'll make a change just to make sure that we don't go down to 10v10, because 10v10, I think they get back into the game with the amount of ball that they have. So yeah, it was just a precaution, really.
Moving into next week then, we face Torquay United at home. What positives and momentum can you take from this one?
I think confidence. People would say that when you lose 3 games, you've obviously got no confidence in the team or no confidence in the change room. I've always got confidence in the lads. I don't feel like we've been far away in the games that we've played. People might disagree, but I think we've been pretty competitive. But going into that, really do hope that there could be a bumper crowd. It's a massive club coming to our stadium, and I honestly believe that we can get something. It will give us a little bit of an edge, a little bit of a boost. So it's so important that we try and build on it. We don't want to get 3 defeats, win 1 game and then lose again at home. There's no better place to win a game of football than at home when you get the fans. But just want to mention the ones behind the goal today. I thought they were absolutely outstanding, and that feeling of going to thank them after the game is the best feeling in the world. It's brilliant that we can go over there and shake hands and hug a couple of them that want their hugs with Lucy and Sue. So no, we've missed that. We really have missed it. And then I think in the change room after, just feels special to get off the mark. So yeah, overall it's been a fantastic day. Did I think that we'd come away from here with 3 points? I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit hesitant, a little bit nervous, but we always hope. But there's so many positives individually, collectively, on the pitch and off the pitch. I think the support that we got was fantastic, and it's good that we can send them back down the M5, M4, wherever they're going, and hopefully enjoy their weekend.
Brilliant, Scott. Thank you for
Cheers,
that. And
thanks very much.
enjoy the 3 points.
Cheers, Con.